Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Officer Shy, and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You know your girl is back with another video. Based on the title, y'all know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and double check to make sure y'all following me on Instagram and TikTok at K-Shine with 3 E's. Okay, y'all should already know the drill by now. 10-4, yes. Make sure everybody is subscribed to K Shine. That's Shine, comma K. Also, make sure they're following her on Instagram and TikTok at K Shine with 3 E's. Over. It's actually illegal to not be subscribed to K Shine's YouTube channel. So if you guys are not subscribed, you're actually breaking the law. And if you get caught, you can spend 25 to life in jail just for not subscribing to K Shine on YouTube. Okay? Over. But y'all already know. Without further ado, without further ado, let's go ahead and I am your mother. But y'all already know. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into this video. Let's go. All right, y'all. So, boom. Y'all know exactly how I like to start my story times off. Let me tell y'all. We're going to talk about a thing one story time. I know y'all be liking thing one. Well, not like liking her, but like when I talk about her. We're going to talk about thing one. Now, we're going to bring this back. Understand that I tried to put all of this stuff in order, but it be hard because some story times you forget, some things you just really forget, so it's hard to kind of keep them in order. But so this is before, of course, me and thing one fell out and stuff, right? So this was a long time ago. So one day. And by the way, in case y'all wondering why he don't have his Halloween sweater on no more, it's because he chewed it up. Okay, it's little strings and everything hanging from it. He don't care. Like, I try to give my son a nice luxurious life, and he just don't care. So I took it off. Whatever. He don't get no costume. Okay. Like I said, so one day I'm at home chilling. Right. I'm just in the bed. It's one of those days that like you kind of really don't expect to be doing much. Like even though it's like a Friday or a Saturday, I just remember it was a weekend, and I was excited. I think it was a Saturday because I had that day off, and I was kind of at home just thinking like, what I'm gonna do today? Like I got the day off. It's the weekend. What I'm gonna do? But nobody was really talking about nothing, and Shauna was gone. Like Shauna either had some plans or she was gone this week or something was going on that I already knew she was gonna be gone the whole weekend. So I'm like, my bestie Westie gone. Like I don't know. You know how you still got friends, but like the main person you want to hang out with, they kind of like not there. So I'm just like, whatever. If don't nobody call me with no plans, I'm gonna just be in the house, right? So cool. So, I'm just chilling in the house and like I was just like, okay, I'm chilling, watching TV or whatever. I'm just scrolling through social media and stuff, just liking stuff or whatever I was doing, who knows. So I remember putting on social media that like I was bored and like I'm at home chilling, bored and blah blah blah, whatever. So I posted that, but I continued to scroll on social media. So you know how you get certain people that's responding to it, but it be like guys that really ain't talking about nothing, like, oh, if you bored, let me come over, let me do this, come to my house and stuff. But it was like not your main guys. You know how guys like from school and stuff like that, they'll DM you just because they like you and they want to talk to you, but it ain't somebody that I hung out with before. So it's just like guys that I knew from school. They was writing like, oh, pull up on me, do this, do this. And I'm just like, I really don't care to kick it with them today, whatever. So this one girl, we're going to call her Crystal, right? This one girl, Crystal, had slid into my DMs and she like, hey sis, like we should hang out tonight. Like, I wanted to go to this party and you should come with me. So mind you, this girl Crystal, like I met her a minute ago, but I was with one of my boos and like when you on like a two men, I guess, like when you with your boo and you go over like his people house and you might meet his cousin or brother and you meet the girlfriend. It was a situation like that. So like one of my boos, I was with him, kicking it with him for that day. We pulled up over his cousin's house, and it was a couple of his cousins over there, but his one cousin had a girlfriend over there, and we was kind of like the only girls besides like a couple other girl cousins. So it was like we was the two girlfriends, even though the boy I was with, that wasn't my boyfriend, but that's my boo for the day. So whatever. So me and her, we was on the couch the whole time, like kicking it and talking while the guys was shooting dice and drinking and smoking and doing all that other stuff. It was cool. Like she was a vibe. We end up exchanging social medias, so we would always like each other pictures and stuff. But that was really it. We seen each other like maybe like a good 5 or 6 times, like, but we only would see each other when I would go like with my boo. So we was cool, but we never hung out like on our own together. It was only with them, right? So when she slid in my DM saying come to this party, I'm thinking like, okay, like Crystal is cool. Like, every time I hang with her, it's a vibe. She a vibe. It's always good energy. It's never no problems. Like, I can vibe with Crystal. So, I'm like, okay, you know what? I am bored. When you just younger too and you just be feeling like to go out or to go have a good time. They always told me I don't know how to sit down. And that's because I like a good time. I like to party. I like to have fun. So when she invited me out, I'm like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, but let me call somebody and see if they want to come with me, right? I already knew Shauna was out of town or wherever she was at or busy. So I called Kendra. Mind you, this is around the time Kendra just she's very boy crazy, like I said. So a lot of times when she get her boyfriend, she be all up under them. So around this time she did have a boyfriend. So I felt like I knew she wasn't gonna come out, but I thought I would ask just in case. But of course I called Kendra and I'm laid up under my nigga. I'm with my man. I'm with this. And that's fine because like you could lay up under your boo. I'm not mad about that. I just think because I was already that was around the time me and Kendra and Shauna, like me, Shauna was falling off with Kendra because of all of the stuff she was doing. So we wasn't on the best of terms, but we was still cool. So I was already, it's like at that time I felt like anything she was doing was irritating me because I'm just like, anything with a boy, it just was irritating because it just was too much, right? So when she said like she laid up, I'm like, okay, Kendra, I should have known, whatever. So I'm just like, well, I'm just sitting there thinking like, okay, that's cool. Like maybe I can just go, like with Crystal by myself. It's not a really big deal. And plus I was gonna be driving. So I really wasn't tripping. But when you first hang out with somebody, sometimes you do want to bring somebody that like one of your people. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I just was like, I ain't even, but I know y'all probably think like you only call like two people. Yeah, that was enough for me. Like I don't feel like calling everybody to ask can they come out or whatever. I don't got time. So I was just like, whatever. I end up going to shower to get dressed and stuff. And while I'm sitting there getting dressed and fixing up my hair, guess who calls me? Thing one. Thing one called me and I'm just like, oh, I'm sitting here thinking like, I didn't even think about calling thing one. When I answered, of course, she asked me like what I'm doing today. Do I got plans? And I end up telling her like, oh yeah, like I'm going to this party with my homegirl Crystal. And y'all know thing one, she asking can she go? Now listen, I was hesitant because thing one just one of those friends like you don't bring around everybody. And I know y'all keep thinking like, hey, you had so many so many times where thing one has proved to you that like she is just a person you can't have around everybody, or every time she around is all. The thing is though too, I will give thing one this. The thing is, y'all gotta understand, y'all are only hearing about like the bad times. Every time I hung out with Thing One, it wasn't bad. We used to have a lot of fun together. That's why I know a lot of times y'all be thinking like, oh, you should have been cut Thing One off. How was you her friend this long? Because we had good times. But of course, I'm just ain't telling y'all that. Like I'm only telling y'all about the horrible times, I guess. So don't get me wrong. I had good times with Thing One. There was some friends I could bring her around and it was no problem. But it was always a toss up. It was always hit or miss. So you just never know with her. So when she did call, I'm thinking like, ugh, okay, thing one, like at that time we was on good standing, so I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I can bring her around, maybe she's gonna be a vibe, she's gonna be a good time, like, you know what, whatever, like, let me tell her about it, because I started to not say nothing. I started to tell her like, yeah, I'm just not doing nothing, or I was just gonna tell her like, yeah, I'm going with my friend. Well, I think I was just gonna tell her I wasn't doing nothing, because if I tell her I'm going with my friend, she's still gonna ask to come. Like, she not one of those people that's like, oh, you going with your other friends, okay, cool, bye, see you later. No, she's gonna want to come. Let me move my hair. I need y'all to see my badge, okay? Officer Shine. But yeah, so she gonna wanna come. So I just told her, like, yeah, my homegirl Crystal invited me to a party. Like, do you wanna come? So she like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, get ready right now because I'm about to be leaving out in the next 30 minutes. So, she was like, all right, cool. So I called Crystal and I told Crystal, like, hey, my one friend think one wanna come. Is that okay? Crystal was like, yeah, that's fine because I'm bringing my friend too. So I'm like, all right, bet. Did you want me to meet you at the party or like, what did you want to do? So she ended up telling me where the party was at, and I was like, "Oh, you know what? I will meet you because the party was closer to me, and like where she lived at, I would have to go past the party to get to her." So we was fine with that. We was like, "Okay, we gonna meet there." So thing one comes over. She had her mama drop her off, or yeah, because I didn't go pick her up because I told her to be ready in 30 minutes, y'all. And I'm thinking she gonna need more time, y'all. She got dressed before me. I'm still in the house getting ready, so she just ended up getting dropped off to me. All right, cool, that's fine. So yeah, she come in and stuff like that. So she come in, she got this big purse, and she bring out a bottle. I'm thinking like, girl, where you get this bottle from? Cause y'all know we underage at this point. So I'm like, girl, well, where you get this bottle from? Like, what's going on? Like, and you get out the car with your mama. It ain't like your friend dropped you off. Like one of your guy friends got it. You get out the car with your mama. Where you get this bottle from? So it was open though. She like,
Girl, yeah, I had this bottle from the last time my mama had a party at her house. Like, I took one of my uncle bottles, and of course, they didn't notice because they always drunk. So I just been saving it for the next time I go out.
so I'm like, okay. And I know y'all thinking like, girl, do not drink out of an open bottle. Normally I wouldn't. If somebody bring me an open apple juice bottle, of course I wouldn't drink out of it. But when I'm younger and at this point, of course, I trusted thing one. And I know what it's like. It's been plenty of times my mama has had a party and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. She done had a party and me and my cousins would sneak and drink some liquor or sneak and drink something. Like, so I knew what she meant by like, when adults have a lot of parties and it's just liquor around, like the kids might sneak a little bottle because, we just being bad. So I understood. So I did trust her. I didn't think thing one would put anything in my drink, of course. Like, why would she do that? You never know. But this story ain't about to go like that. So it ain't like she put something in a bottle. So, anyways, we get to sipping on our apple juice and stuff like that because, we got to get a little buzz going before we hit the streets. Pre-gaming a little bit, not too much because y'all know I am the driver, but we pre-gaming. So, we end up leaving the house. We get in a car. So, as we get in the car, of course, since I'm driving, I'm not really drinking any apple juice, but thing one is in the passenger seat, so she's drinking a little bit more than me. Okay, fine. The bottle, it was like a fifth bottle, but it wasn't all the way full, so it was enough for me and her. So I end up texting Crystal like, hey Crystal, like I'm on my way. It say I'm only like 15 minutes away. And Crystal was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I've been left out when I sent you the address, so we like 5 minutes away. So I'm like, all right, cool, bet. So, we get there, we pull up, and Crystal was waiting in her car for us. So I seen her car, whatever. So, I park, we get out the car, we get in the back seat of her car. So I'm like, hey girl. She like, hey, this is Amy. And I'm like, hey, Amy, y'all, this is thing one. Like, we all say hey. And y'all, of course, we get in with the bottle and stuff. And it's still like a lot left because, like I said, it was a fifth. And it was a little bit was gone, but it's still like almost damn near full, so after we get to finish introducing ourselves, this, and this could be my fault, y'all. I feel like maybe I was wrong for this. But the only reason why at the time I didn't think I was wrong is because it's something I would do. And anybody who with me, we kind of like act the same. But, I be saying you can't expect everybody to act how you act. So when we got in a car and thing one came with the bottle, I did offer them a shot because that's just how I am. Like, if you one of my closest friends, even though, of course, I don't know Amy, but it's like, if we are cool, if we are hanging out, I don't mind offering my bottle to my friends. Now, I don't just offer them to random people, but to my friends, I don't mind. And normally, if I say it's a go, my friends normally follow suit because they know the type of person I am. Just like if I had a bottle and I went with Shauna somewhere and Shauna offered a shot to like one of her friends, even though it's my bottle, I will give them some based off of me and Shauna relationship because I know she wouldn't just be making me give shots to everybody and their mama. It got to be somebody she really mess with and somebody she know would do the same for her. So that's how I be feeling when it comes to liquor. I'm not selfish with it. Like, if I get a bottle and you my friend, you can have some because I know you would do it for me. Now, if I'm around somebody that I know wouldn't do it for me, then no, you can't have none. You get what I'm saying? So it could have been my fault because I did just strictly, like, straight up offer them the bottle. Granted, it's things one bottle, so I get it in hindsight that it's not my bottle to offer, but I did ask them did they want to have a shot because like we are girls, we about to go turn up, like I was just offering one shot. I ain't like I said can they drink the whole bottle. I just said did y'all want a shot? And y'all, I'm so mad at myself that I asked that question because that literally set the tone for the whole night. Like this one thing just messed up the whole night, y'all, before it even begun. So I asked her, like Crystal was about to say, like, yeah, she like, oh yeah, like what is that? Like she was about to ask what it was because she had it in her hand, but it was kind of like sitting on the seat too. So she didn't know if it was tequila, dark liquor, what. So it was like as soon as I was about to tell her, thing went like,
Okay, girl, this is my bottle. Like, I don't really like sharing. Like, I want to just offer up my bottle.
so I'm like, so I try to laugh it off because at first I'm thinking she playing because she's laughing and smiling. So I'm like, girl, be quiet. You know how we do. I'm like, y'all, it's tequila. Y'all want a shot? And thing one is like,
No, girl, like, I want this bottle. Like, it's not that much left.
mind you, if the bottle this big, it's like right here. It's a lot left. So she like,
It's not that much left. Like, and I want to really get drunk tonight. So, like, I want this bottle to myself. Like, you can have some shots, but, like, it's four of us. If all four of us drink this bottle, it's going to be gone.
so Crystal and Amy peeped me. What is that? So Crystal and Amy peeped the scene. They already giving each other that eye that like me and Shauna would give each other. So I already knew what it was giving it. Crystal like, nah, right, I'm good. Like I don't want none of that bottle. Actually, yeah, let's all get out the car because, and I knew she said it like basically like, okay, if I can't have none of your bottle, like let's get out of my car. I don't want her in my car. So I'm just like, oh my god, and I'm thinking like, I look at thing one. And I'm like, girl, they wasn't about to drink all your bottle. Like, it literally was gonna be one shot each. It's not a big deal because guess what? If we would have ran out of liquor and wanted some more, or ran out of apple juice and wanted some more, best believe we was gonna get some more. It's really not a big deal. And thing went like,
Well, like, I'm not saying it's a big deal, but it's like I brought liquor. If they wanted to drink tonight, they should have brought their own liquor.
and it's like we all getting out the car while she's saying this, so it's like they hearing her, and I'm just like, thing one. Do not start. Like, please don't start. Like, I just ignored it, y'all, because I'm like, oh my God, you just got to be that one. The night didn't even start. We haven't even went into the party yet. Like, nothing has even happened, and you already giving bad, messy vibes. Like, bro, I'm so annoyed, right? So I'm just like, girl, just whatever. Like, I try to just blow it off, and I'm just like, y'all, we gonna get some liquor and stuff. So Amy already just like, she got the bad vibe. Like that definitely rubbed her the wrong way. And I know why. I mean, I understand why, but Amy's already going. She like, yeah, like it's good. Like I don't need nobody liquor because I can get my own fucking liquor. It's never that serious, bitch. I got money. I don't need to use, I don't need to get nobody liquor. Like she started just kind of giving that type of static. So Crystal was like, right, like we definitely got money. We can get our own liquor. So I'm just like, all right, y'all, like, nobody said y'all didn't have no money. Like, it's all good. And Crystal, of course, she like, no, not you, Kay. Like, I know you, sis. I know we good. It's just, like, the energy is just shifting. Like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, everybody, listen, like, let's just, reel it back in. I'm like, my bad. That is her bottle. Maybe I shouldn't have offered it. But it's really not a big deal because we can get our own liquor. So she want her own. That's fine. And Crystal was like, I mean, but Kay, it shouldn't really be your bad for offering it. I don't understand what one shot would have did, but it's really not a big deal because I didn't even want none. It's not like I asked for any. So thing one is just like,
I mean, everybody is saying it's not a big deal, but it sure seems like it's a big deal because we still talking about it. Like, y'all must really want a shot. If y'all really want a shot, here.
and she tried to offer them liquor, and she like, they like, nah, we good, babe. Like, we good. That's your liquor, like you said. We ain't put in on that. That's all you. You go ahead. So thing one like,
Oh, well, then. Don't say I ain't try.
and she take a shot. So I'm just like, oh my God, y'all. Y'all, I do just want to add, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't mad that thing one didn't want to share her bottle because that's her bottle. She could do whatever she want with it. But it was just the way she said it that rubbed everybody the wrong way. And y'all know my voice is gone because I was out partying. Y'all know, okay, all right, bye. Y'all, like, the energy is bad already. So I'm just like, everybody, it's fine. Like, let's just go in. Like, I'm ready to have fun. I'm like, Crystal, bitch, I ain't seen you in a minute now. It's been a couple months. What's going on? So she like, yes, bitch, girl, I don't even talk to blah, blah, blah no more. Talking about my boo cousin, whatever, they broke up. So I'm like, what? I thought y'all was gonna be there forever. Da, da, da. Like, so we all just kicking it. We start walking towards the party. So I'm just like, okay, like hopefully the energy just get back good. So when we get in there, because it was Crystal fan party, like they like as soon as we walk through the door, they like entry shot, entry shot. Y'all gotta take an entry shot. So we like, oh my God, like so we just started taking shots as we walking in, and whoever party it was her friend, of course. So she like, hey boo, like whatever, not boo like boyfriend or nothing like that, but like you just see your friend like, hey boo, it was a guy though. So she like, hey, yeah, this is my friend Amy, this is Kay, and this is baby girl, what's your name again? Oh, and thing one is like,
Thing one.
And Crystal's like, oh yeah, this is thing one. But be careful because she don't like to share her liquor. So, be careful for that. Like already doing like the shady comments. So I'm just sitting there like, oh my adios, bios, baby. Like, what is going on? So the boy like, oh, she don't like to share her liquor. Like, okay, it's cool. Like, well, you see we got bottles, so I'm not tripping on that. Like, she ain't gotta share her liquor if she don't want to. So I'm just thinking like, oh my God, can we please get past the liquor talk? Like, can we please get past her not wanting to share this liquor? Let's just move on and have a good time at the party. Let's get past this, right? So we end up coming in, and the guy, like, he end up pouring us a cup. So we just sipping on the cup. Mind you, he only got red cups in his head in the liquor. I'm sitting here thinking, like, dang, y'all ain't got no chasers. Y'all ain't got nothing, huh? Okay, cool. So he pours all drinks in a cup. So we just at the party, we vibing. Me and Crystal over there talking. We talking to Amy as well. Like, it's just a good energy. Thing one is drinking and drinking and stuff like that. She having a good time because of course the more she drink, she's starting to dance, and she one of those people that like you go to the party if thing one get drunk. Of course y'all know about the whole pool party little incident. She when she get drunk and she dance, she kind of want to be like the center of attention. So she'll try to go in the middle of a crowd and like try to twerk, do the splits, get on her head. Like she one of those people that's be like that. Y'all know like a let me stop person. She'll get in there, she'll dance like let me stop, let me stop, let me stop, cause I do not want to fuck it up. Let me stop. So it's like she'll start dancing and she'll be dancing all crazy, like she'll be twerking to the point like her dress will be coming up and she'll let it come up a little bit. Then she'll pull it down like let me stop, let me stop, let me stop. Like girl, ain't no let me stop because you know exactly what you doing. You want to dance. You want to dance with your butt out. Like you want to do all that. So stop trying to act like let me stop. Let me not do this. So she was doing that. Now mind you, I'm not gonna lie. The little party was fun, but it was kind of like so it was lame, but it was fun. It was. I'm only gonna say it's lame because they were supposed to have through a party, but a lot of people didn't show up, y'all. Like the music was good, the drinks was there, but like maybe I don't know them, so maybe they don't have a lot of friends. I don't know. But when she said a party, I expected the house to be packed out, and it wasn't. It was like more like a kickback because a lot of people just didn't show up. It wasn't a lot of people there. So I guess because he was expecting like this big party and a lot of people didn't show up, he kind of tried to like die down the party a little bit, and he had a whole DJ and everything. I forgot if she said it was his birthday or something. I never asked. It's like he had a whole DJ there and everything, but like after like 2 hours, he told the DJ that he could pack up and leave, y'all. Like because it was fun. Like I think because I was there with my friends and like I had me some drinks and the music was fun. Like it was good music. I'm able to vibe wherever I'm at, whether it's a lot of people, a little bit of people. It could be me and just Shauna, and we gonna be a vibe. So I feel like I had fun, but I understand where the guy was coming from. The fact that you thought a lot of people was gonna show up, and it's really only like 20 of us for real. So I understand why you like, okay, I'm paying the DJ by the hour. A lot of people not here, so the DJ can go home early. So the DJ ended up leaving. So the boy who party it was, he just was gonna play some music on the aux because it was only a little bit of us anyway. So I'm just like, oh yeah, like that's crazy. When people throw parties and it don't turn out quite the way they expected to, they talking junk. So he like, I'm just pissed. Like it was supposed to, I told everybody on Facebook to come and everybody was commenting underneath my status saying they gonna be there, they gonna be there, and this nigga didn't show up, this girl ain't show up. Like he just kinda like talking as he's setting up the aux. So, Crystal was just talking to him like it's cool though. It still was a vibe. Like you still did your shit. Like it was fun. Like the music was good. We had fun, right? And she looking at us. So I'm like, yeah, like it still was fun. Mind you, at this point, thing one had the rest of the bottle. Like she's getting drunk, but like I said, she's not sloppy drunk yet, but she did finish her bottle. So she set her bottle down and she like,
I mean, yeah, it was cool, but like I just thought it was gonna be a lot more niggas here. Like it ain't no niggas here.
so we looking at her like, don't like kick him while he down. He already mad that a lot of people didn't show up. So why are you in his face talking about where the niggas at? It's no niggas here. Why is no niggas here? Like clearly people, it's like when you in high school or middle school and you invite everybody to your birthday party and everybody don't show up. Like nobody wants you to rub that shit in. So I'm looking at thing one like, bitch, shut up. Anybody asked you? Like, what are you talking about? So at this point, like the few people that was there, they end up kind of leaving, and it was only a little of us left. It was like a couple guys left. The boy party it was, and then it was us and like two other girls. So, at this point, we kind of was just chilling, letting the music, like, vibe out. We sitting on the couch. We still had a bottle left. The guy who party was he still had his bottle because he was holding it the whole night, waiting for people to come in so he can give them this entry shot. But we was kind of like the last ones to come. So after us, not a lot of people really came in, so he still had a lot of liquor left. So thing one had set her bottle down because it was done, she finished it, but I guess she wasn't as drunk as she wanted to be. So she looked at the boy who party it was, and she like,
Well, I mean, since anybody really coming, anybody really drinking, like, can I have some of your liquor?
and it's like as soon as she asked that, of course Crystal was like, no, 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 like, cause you don't really like to share your liquor, so like, this liquor that he got, this for us. So thing one looking at Crystal like,
I mean, but he didn't mind. He said he was gonna give me some. So what's the big deal? And I tried to give y'all a shot afterwards. Y'all said no.
So Amy is like, yeah, because you already didn't really want to share your liquor. So, your liquor gone. That's too bad. Like, this our friend. So this is our bottle too. So like, no, like they automatically said their friend bottle was theirs. Like, of course, and of course we know it's his bottle, but because that's their friend, they like, no, and we don't want him to share with her. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, you know what? This ain't gonna work. Okay, like this ain't gonna work. This might not work out because like I thought we was past this. We was good for the next little hour, and now it seemed like everybody drinking. So it's getting a little bit more rowdy. I'm not understanding. So I'm just like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, come on, thing one though. Like if you want to go get some more liquor, like I could take you to the store because I mean, I'm not gonna make them share with thing one after thing one didn't really want to share with them. Because I'm thinking like, we could just go to the store and get some, mind you, because I've been drinking. Y'all gotta remember, we underage, right? So I'm not even really thinking because I'm so used to us always being able to like get apple juice that I said that, and thing one looked at me like,
Okay, are you dumb? Like, how are we just gonna go to the liquor store and get some and we under 21? Like, come on now, bro. Did you even think of that? Like, how's we gonna get some? How? How?
am I done? Now, granted, I did forget that, like, okay, yeah, we is underage, and normally we have our people get the apple juice for us. But you gotta excuse me, I've been drinking a little bit, and because we all got bottles here, I wasn't even thinking, like, oh, yeah, we is underage. But did you just ask me, am I dumb? And catch an attitude at me? So, I looked at thing one, I'm like, okay, thing one, you better dial it back, baby. I'm like, girl, who are you talking to? Like, who is you talking to? What is you talk? Like, you better get it all the way the fuck together. So I'm like, bitch, no, I'm not dumb. I'm like, I didn't forgot that, yeah, we is underage. But, somebody is liquor here, so somebody got to be old enough to get the liquor. So that's why I was saying I could just take you to the store, or we could find somebody at the store like we have done before. Like, what is you talking about? Like, don't ever ask me, am I fucking dumb? Are you dumb, goofy? Like, what is you talking about? And mind you, like, I know she has been drinking, and I know every time she get liquor in her system, she get to acting a little funny. Not every time, but most times. But she just looking like, she just acting stupid. She like,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, your little friends want to make all these little comments, act like they don't want to share their liquor because they mad that I brought my own liquor. If they wanted liquor so bad, they should have came with liquor.
like now she's steady talking about Crystal and Amy. So I'm like, thing one, calm down. But mind you, she said little friends, and friends don't like that little when they already irritated with you. So they like, and who's you talking about? Who's you calling their little friend? Like, what is you talking about, girl? Anybody mad about your raggedy ass bottle? So once I start hearing the cuss words and the conversations, I'm like, you know what? I think it's time to go. Okay, because yeah, the party is already dying down. I know it's still early, but it's already dying down. We kind of ran out of apple juice. Them two not really getting along. Yeah, let's just go. So I'm thinking like, okay, everybody just calm down. I'm like, they want to chill. Like, you be talking to people crazy. Like, you gotta calm down. So as I'm telling everybody, like, well, we just gonna go, like, blah blah blah. A group of guys had walked in. So the boy who party was, he like, hey Dre, oh yeah, my nigga Dre here. What up, Brandon and Jimmy? Da da da. Like, he all get happy to see them. So I ain't gonna lie, they was a group of little fine niggas. Okay, they was all cute. They was. So it's like that kind of distracted us from whatever we had going on right here. So it's like he went over there to dack them up through the coming through the door. And I guess Amy knew one of the guys over there. So Amy get up and say hey to like them, like, hey y'all, blah blah blah. Krista was like that she ain't really know them because I guess both of them knew the guy who party it was, but maybe Amy knew him more. I don't really know. But so Crystal was saying she didn't really know them. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So they end up walking over by us because we are one of the only people, like we the only ones really left at the party. So they come over there. So everybody speaking to each other. So I'm like, hey, I'm looking at thing one. She eyeing this one boy, and I'm just like, girl, like, You don't start acting crazy when you get around guys, because y'all know how thing one give it up. Every time she see a group of guys, she get a little delulu, get a little crazy in the head. So I'm gonna need her to calm it down. So, Amy is being funny, I'm not gonna lie, because the guys came in with liquor. So Amy was like, oh, perfect. Like, I'm glad y'all brought liquor because we ran out. We ain't really got none besides the one bottle that the party boy had. So she like, yeah, I'm glad y'all got liquor. And she came over and she was like, you remember, because she was talking to the one boy, well, she was telling the group of guys, like, you remember my friend Crystal, right? This Crystal, this her friend Kay, and you. What's your name again? What's your, um, Goofy, I mean Stink, I mean what's your name? Like, she wasn't saying Goofy or Stinky, but she was saying stuff that was like close to her name. Like, say if her name was Stassi, as y'all like to say, it's not. And she'd be like, what's your name? Stacy, Natasha, what is it? Like, she was doing something like that, and thing one like,
It's thing one, like, girl, you know my name, like, you know my name. I don't know why y'all two keep trying to act like y'all forgetting my name, but y'all know my motherfucking name.
like, she said it like that. So Amy was like, girl, you better calm down, like, chill out, you doing too much. I just met you tonight, so yeah, I be forgetting your name. I didn't remember it. So I'm just like, oh, okay, like, the static, it's building up or whatever. So I don't know why. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do know why, okay? Because I'm not gonna act like I don't know that thing one get like this. It's like when she seen them group of guys, like, that just put the battery in her back to act all whack the fuck out, right? So it's like when Amy said that, and I'm not gonna act like everything is on thing one. I do know Amy and Crystal was giving her static, but at the same time, I feel like she started everything. Well, I guess because I asked my question, I feel like she started the bad vibe. She started the disconnect. So, like, and then she kept it up. Like, y'all gotta remember, when thing one drink, she get that smart mouth. Like, she be just saying a lot of slick, smart shit, and it's just like, you don't gotta do all that. So, and mind you, I already knew she had her eye on, like, one of the guys that was in the group. And thing one main thing is to show out. She always gotta show out, y'all. That's the thing she loves to do. She has to show up in front of guys. I don't know if she think that's gonna make them like her more. I don't even know, but she always gotta show out. And I know she was showing out because I feel like if them group of guys wasn't there, this would have never happened. So after they kind of had like their back and forth or whatever, like, thing one, like,
You must got a problem. Like, you got a real problem. Like, look, girl, you need to just sit the fuck down and chill out.
and it's like, as soon as she told Amy that, Amy like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't want it with me. Like, you got a smart mouth. I ain't been feeling your vibe the whole night. Da da da. Like, started going. And thing one, she was sitting down at first, and she literally just looked up at Amy. She like,
Bitch, did you want to fight?
I'm like, mind y'all, thing one can't fight. She ain't no fighter for real. Like, she be having all that mouth. But I was so confused that she asked this girl, did she want to fight? Because she never did that. Like, even people that was trying to fight her, she ain't never just sat there and say, do you want to fight? And all of a sudden you are, what? Because these guys here, so I'm like, that's when I stepped there. I'm like, oh no, it ain't gonna be no fighting or nothing. Like, and Crystal was like, yeah, ain't nobody about to fight. Like, if anything, thing one, you could just go. Like, it ain't about to be no fighting at my friend party. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna be none of that. Thing one, like,
No, okay. Like, she got a lot of mouth on her. She been having animosity towards me all night, all because I don't want to share my bottle. Did y'all hear that? My bottle. Hey, cutie right there. Like, would you be mad if somebody didn't want to share their bottle with you?
like, and she's pointing to one of the boys, and the fact that she was calling him cutie, I'm like, you must like this boy, and now you about to show your ass in front of him. Typical thing one stuff. So, Amy know all the guys, so she like, don't answer her, and she trying to ask the guy questions, and thing one like,
Why I can't talk to your friend? Like, what you mad? He don't want me and not you?
what? I'm like, you know what? I need to smoke in a bear, because no way thing one just said that. So Amy is like, this is my brother. Not her real brother, but I guess like one of her bros before hoes, you know what I'm saying? She's like, girl, this is my brother. You think he would want to bum it? She's like, you, She's laughing, y'all. I'm like, okay, so I get up. I was like, okay, Krista, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and leave because, yeah, it's getting out of hand. I don't know how this it's a snowball effect, how that one thing turned into something so big, but clearly these two can't be around each other. And, it's just too much. Thing one drinking, her mouth is reckless. Like it's boys here, so she's gonna show out. Amy ain't backing down. It's just too much. So I'm getting up. I'm giving Crystal a hug. I'm like, yeah, we just about to go. And thing one is like,
Yeah, come on, Katie. Yeah, let's go outside because yeah, me and her, we about to square up because this bitch obviously want to fight me.
so I'm just thinking like, oh my God, like you trying to fight in front of these boys, knowing you really don't get down like that. Like, don't no, come on now. So I'm like, girl, no, cause Amy like, girl, it's whatever, it's whatever you want to do. So she gets to taking her little jean jacket off and she's walking towards the front door. So thing one is trying to like follow after her, and I'm like, thing one, no. I'm like, nah. The guys is running out too, cause they want to see a fight. Y'all gotta realize we younger. This is not in my 23s, 24s, 25. We under 21. So they want to see a fight. So me and Crystal is both trying to get Amy and thing one. I'm like, nah, y'all don't need to fight. Like, don't y'all about to fight for what? Just cause y'all had some words. Like, we about to leave, so it's no need to fight. So thing one, and my job, I don't want y'all to think like, oh, she's so drunk, she don't know what she doing. We was drinking, but none of us was drunk. Like, we didn't get to the point of being drunk yet. We just was drinking. We had our buzz, and I knew she was a little tipsy because every time she drinks, she do get to acting weird in front of guys. But she definitely wasn't drunk. Like, she knew what she was doing. So she go outside. So you know how people be talking a good game, acting like they want to fight, but they really don't. She like,
Come on. Let's get out the grass. Let's get on sidewalks. So I don't slip, cause I don't need you getting the best of me.
like she just talking shit. So Amy like, come on, girl, like what you want to do? Y'all, they're squaring up. So I'm like, no, like come on. I'm in front of the thing one, like no, we about to go. Like I'm trying to push her back into down there, like where our car at. She's snatching away from me. She like, no, okay, no, okay. Y'all, when I tell y'all, she had like pushed me off her in a way to a point like her long ass nails had scratched my shoulder and it started bleeding. Not like a deep cut, but when you like when you scrape your like leg or something like at the corner of a coffee table or like your bed, whatever, you get that little white that little scrape and you get the bleeding a little bit. So I'm looking at my arm like, yeah, John, I know y'all think like it's just a little scrape. No, I don't care. It hurted. Like just like paper cuts be hurting. Like no, why is you scratching me? I'm trying to I'm trying to stop you from fighting. You pushing me away. Like, and my thing is, she wasn't even pushing me a little bit, y'all. She was really pushing me to the point that if you wasn't my friend, I would really whoop your ass because why is you pushing me? Like, she was pushing my shoulder. And I know she want to fight. And y'all probably like, well, she want to fight you in front of her. No, because I'm not trying to let her fight because there's no reason to fight. But the way she pushed me, y'all, the last time she pushed me, y'all know when y'all be on the sidewalk and it's always like one part of the sidewalk that's like higher than the other. It's like a little slope. It's hard to explain, but maybe if I can find a picture, I'll show y'all. But it's not like a even flat concrete like sidewalk. It's like it's flat, then it's like a little hump where the sidewalk little square is up more and then it go down. So when she pushed me again, because I felt my shoulder, I'm doing like this. I'm like, girl, go on, come on, get in the car. Like I'm steady trying to back her up. She pushed me again, y'all. I done bump my leg, like I backed up and like I scraped the back of my heel on the concrete part that was up. So now I'm pissed because I'm just like, okay, now you doing too much. And the way that I scraped it, like I fell back and I had to like catch myself like on the tree because where the hump was at, it was a big tree. So when she pushed me, I scraped my freaking ankle on the back of the sidewalk that was up and I kind of fell into the tree. So I'm like, oh bitch, hell nah, you doing too much. So now I'm getting mad and I'm like, you keep fucking pushing me, you doing too much of that. So I'm like, I don't care, you want to fight, go ahead and fight. Like at this point, I gave up because I'm about to keep telling two grown women not to fight. Now you hurting me, you pushing me, I'm getting scratched up and scraped up. I don't got time for that. You want to fight? Go ahead. So I'm over there like, no, I'm not. I'm looking at Chris like I'm not breaking it up no more. I'm not doing it. And Crystal like, well, put her in the car, put her in the car. I'm like, no, I tried. She want to fight. Let them fight. I don't care. And the boys like, yeah, let them fight. Like they want to fight. Let them get that steam off, blow that steam off. And Amy like, yeah, Crystal, I got it, cause I'm about to whoop this bitch ass. Like she's squaring up. So Amy kept telling thing one like, come on, you one said you want to fight. Run up on me. And thing one like,
Come on, I got you. Come on.
and y'all, thing one is back there. She's standing like this. She got one arm right here, the other one back here. She like this. She like, come on, girl. She like,
come on, girl. You don't want to. Come on, what you want to do? I beat your ass. Come on, what you want to do?
and I'm sitting here looking at thing one like, Okay, let me see how this gonna work out. Y'all, they eventually kept, you know how people just keep running up, like they both stepping up on each other. Next thing you know, Amy swings. Now, the first time Amy swings, she missed. Thing one came and she did do a little boop. So I thought thing one had her at first. I'm not gonna lie, because Amy first hit, she missed. Like she did not connect. And thing one first hit, she ended up connecting on the side of Amy's face. So I'm like, okay, thing one might have a little something. Mind y'all, we was only gonna let them get their little 30 seconds in. We wasn't gonna let them just fight nonstop, because really they didn't have no big reason to be fighting. Like you just want to fight because of some guys right here, and you just want to do your big one for no reason. So I'm just thinking like, okay, not thing one getting the first hit in. Like I was sitting there looking at her like, I'm kind of proud, even though you pissing me off, but I'm proud of you, girl. But I didn't know that was gonna be the only hit she got in. So I hope she made it count, because baby, when I tell you, after that first hit and she connected on the side of Amy's head, Amy just started going in on her head. Okay, I don't know why. It's like thing one went in with a punch, but after she got the first punch in, she automatically started kind of like, it was all like open hand. Like I don't know, she just started grabbing at her and stuff. It was no more punches. Amy's punching her, so it's like she's connecting, and thing one just, I don't know what the hell she was doing, y'all. She just was not doing nothing. Like, so they fighting for a little bit, and it's like Amy is just on top of thing one head, just like giving it to her to the point like, she's going down to the ground with it. And we like, okay, we're gonna break it up, we're gonna break it up. When we broke it up, Amy shirt was like pulled, because I told y'all thing one was really throwing no punches. She was just scratching and grabbing at her. So she kind of like grabbed her shirt and it was kind of like stretched out. So, Amy is upset about that. So we broke them up thinking everything is done. Amy runs around that same tree that just caught me falling a minute ago. She ran around and she ran back on thing one. When she ran back up on her, because thing one wasn't really like, I guess, I don't know what she was really doing. Like she was standing there. She seen her running around the tree. So I don't know what she was doing. So she ended up knocking thing one down and she getting on top of her and she just fighting her, fighting her. But at this point, we breaking it up again. I guess thing one was like trying to like defend herself and fight back, whatever. She ended up breaking her nail, right? It's like bleeding. So I guess it was hurt. Well, I know it was hurting because I broke my nail before, so I know that shit was hurting. So her finger was hurting and it was bleeding. So thing one is pissed. And she like,
Get off me, get off me, get off me. No, I just broke my nail. Like, I can't even fight you. I can't fight you. Get off me.
and I'm seeing her thinking like, girl, no, you want to fight. So like, you can't tell nobody, oh, I broke my nail, we need to stop the fight. No, you want to fight, so you gonna have to keep fighting. Like, you gonna have to keep defending yourself. I'm not saying you gonna have to keep fighting, like you gonna have to keep giving her rounds, but you can't stop mid fight of somebody hitting you in your head and tell them, oh, you gotta stop because I broke my nail. No, you can't do that. Like, you have to finish the fight until somebody break it up, because you wanted to fight. And if people would stop fighting once the other person got hurt, a lot of people would stop fighting. Like, girl, they don't care about you getting hurt. You broke your nail, so what? She's still fighting you. So swing on her back. Like, thing one wasn't even swinging no more. It just was at a point where Amy was just hitting her in the head and she was sitting there taking it. All because your little nail is broke. Girl, we don't care. Like, defend yourself. So at that point, I'm just like, come on, thing one, get up. I'm getting thing one up. Of course, we separate them because I'm just like, bro, this is too much. Like, y'all out here fighting for no reason. Like, it's not even that big of a deal. We separate them. So I'm taking thing one to the car. Crystal is putting Amy in her car or whatever. So I'm like, bye, Crystal. I just gotta go. She like, yeah, because it's just too much, girl. We gonna have to hang out by ourselves. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's just too much going on. So we say bye. So I put thing one in the car. So I'm just in the car, I'm driving off. I'm just like, girl, why you do all of that? Like, why would you tell that girl you want to fight her? Like, you didn't have to fight her. And thing one is like,
Girl, like, I don't give a fuck. She was talking all that shit. Like, she not about to punk me in front of no niggas.
and I'm just saying her thing like, I knew that's why you was fighting. I knew that's why you wanted to fight, because why is you even bringing up other guys? Like, what is you talking about? And she did never punk you. Y'all both were saying little catty little shit to each other. It's not like she just straight up punk you. You kind of started this in a sense, and you the one kept saying little stuff. They was saying stuff back. All you had to do was walk away when it was time to go. You waited for it to be time to go to want to, oh, let's go outside and fight. Like, why you want to do all that once you seen a group of guys come in? Now you want to fight her? So I'm like, girl, I'm like, you always want to show out. She like,
How am I showing out? And when my nail broke and you heard me tell you, hey, my nail is broke, I can't fight, why you didn't jump in and swing on that bitch?
who you talking to, thing one? I am an officer of the law. I can't be fighting and jumping people. So now I'm like, who you talking to? What do you mean why I didn't jump? I said, so you wanted me to jump in your fight because you broke your nail? She like,
Yeah, look at it. It's bleeding and it's bent back. I couldn't even ball my fist up and fight back. Like, you seen her get me down. You should have jumped in.
You can't be serious. She was that ass serious, y'all. I said, girl, you sound crazy as hell. I'm not jumping in. Like, oh, y'all was only fighting for 30 seconds and you don't want to keep fighting the girl. So why would I jump in just because you broke your nail? That's too bad. And I know y'all thinking like, but that's your friend. Don't let her get beat up. Listen, if I try to break up a fight and tell you not to fight and you want to keep fighting and then when you lose, now you want to be mad at me. Like, why is you mad at me? I told you not to fight in the first place. Yeah, you broke your nail, but what if I got into a fight and I broke my nail? Are you going to tag back in and fight for me? Like, girl, what are you talking about? Because you broke your nail. Like, I understand it hurt, but that's why you should be out here fighting. That's why you should have left the situation alone, because y'all got to realize that nothing was worth fighting for. Like, the argument, the petty comments they had towards each other, it wasn't worth them getting into it. It wasn't worth them fighting. I didn't understand why they needed to fight over those petty comments that they were saying to each other. It wasn't that serious. And now you want me to jump in because you broke your nail? Girl, bye. I told her, I said, yeah, so, you got your house key? Because I'm about to take you home. Like, what? And she like,
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I see what type of friend you is.
please, baby girl, don't talk to me about what kind of friend I am. Like, I'm one of your best friends that you got. Not saying best friends like BFF, but like the better friends that you got. Because to be honest, no matter how much dirt you really be doing, I still be having your back. I've always looked out for you. I always had your back. And now you just mad because you kind of got beat up. And you only got beat up for like 30 seconds, girl. You fine, okay? Y'all did not fight that long. And you didn't even really get beat up. I wouldn't even, yeah, yes you did. You did. But it's okay. You know, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. Okay, that's what Craig Daddy said. So that's the rules. So I'm just like, girl, bye. Like, don't be trying to get into it with me because you wanted to fight and you lost the fight in front of them guys. Like, I think she was more mad that she lost in front of the guys than her just losing the fight. Because I've seen things want to lose fights before, y'all. Like, and she don't even really be tripping. Like, she don't really trip about a lot of stuff. But I feel like you just mad because the guys was out there. But what you think was gonna happen? Like, if you won the fight, what you was gonna be like? Yeah, y'all won the fight. Like, y'all better give me y'all number because I'm that girl. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? I always just be wondering that. Like, think, well, what do you think is gonna happen when you show out in front of the boys? You think the boys gonna be like, oh yeah, like we like her, we should. And I get a little thirsty. Sponsor me, White Castles, if you want to. You know, send me a couple burgers and stuff, and I'll do a mukbang of it. You know, do your big one. But I'm just saying, thing like, what did you think they was gonna do? Like you more or something? Like you, instead of just being like a regular person, and oh, you see a cute boy at the group, you go over there, you flirt with him, you talk to him, you exchange numbers. Your remedy is to let me show out in front of them and hope that they like me more than everybody else or something. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, girl, let me go ahead and take you home because you're doing too much and I ain't got time for this. Don't be mad at me. You come over here, you came with the weird energy, act like they couldn't have a shot out of your bottle. And I understand, like I said, you don't gotta share your liquor with everybody, but it's a way that you say stuff. And you could have been like, oh, you know, I just really want to drink all this by myself. Like, but let's go to the store. We can get another bottle. I don't know. You could have just said it better. But you all like, they ain't putting in. I'm not sharing my bottle with them. I don't have to do this. Like, girl, it's not that serious. It's not that. It's just a shot. And it was more liquor in the party, too. It's just a shot. Calm down. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. Make sure you thumbs up this video, comment down below, and make sure you are subscribed. Y'all heard in the beginning of the video, it's illegal to not be subscribed to me. So do you want to break the law or would you like to follow the law? Which one? Which one? Are you a criminal or are you not? Let me know. Let your girl know. Okay? Period. But y'all already know. Until next time. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.